Welcome to Critical Blues Reviews. I'm your host, Kritical, and today, back again, my very, very special co-host, who everyone asks about. There have been people that listen to the podcast saying, I want to see how this girl sounds. And they finally get a chance to see.
You mean how they look? They see how I sound. I always talk.
You're absolutely correct. To see how you look, thank you for the correction. To see how you look, and they finally get a chance to see how you look, and the people are they like how you look. So
Awesome, good, because you know it's some good hair. He's got bundles and bundles and bundles of help in this motherfucker. Hey, Helen, what's up, bitch?
You heard Helen? She sent you a little what do you call it? A little word bubble.
I fuck with her. That's why, because I fuck with her.
That was kind of weird. I didn't see it the first time, but I did the playback. It was like, why is she saying "Hey, bitch" back? That was so weird. But yes. So Nikki, you getting ready to head out of town? So I guess we got to make this quick.
Yeah, I got to catch a flight tonight going to Dallas.
Okay, that's what's up. Well, you enjoy yourself in Dallas.
Will do, thank you.
Eat you some good burgers.
That's what they known for burgers. I thought it was like...
I don't know. It said everything's big in Texas. I always think about burgers for some reason. I don't know why. They say everything's big in Texas, and I'll be like, burgers. Burgers are big in Texas.
That's the fat man inside of you. That is.
Yes, that is true. So today we're going to be reviewing Barbarian,
yes. I never seen a trailer on and never heard of anything until you sent it to me. I'm like, what the fuck is the Barbarian? When you sent it to me, I was like, yeah. I didn't look at it, but I was like, yeah. I don't want to do that shit. You was like, but did you see the trailer? I'm like, let me go ahead. Let me just check out the trailer. But then as soon as I saw the trailer, I was intrigued and I wanted to watch it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when I first saw the trailer too, it really piqued my interest. I was so curious to what was going on, and you know, if one of the actors that we all know about, Bill Skarsgård, if he was the culprit, you know, going off of the trailer. So it was very interesting. I couldn't wait to see it. My apologies to Vic, because I told Vic we were going to watch it, and then you were like, yeah, I'll see it with you. So I had to tell Vic. Actually, Vic found out the hard way. I was like, yeah, man, sorry.
My bad, Vic. I ain't know nothing about that shit. I ain't had nothing to do with that, Vic. That was him.
But yeah.
He's still cool, though.
But yeah. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, this is going to be a non-spoiler review.
Damn, really?
Okay. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Okay. And also, make sure you all like, subscribe, leave comments at the bottom. Your likes, dislikes. Hey, you know, that's just life. You're going to like things, you're going to dislike things. Anything that you dislike, hey, leave it at the bottom. Anything you like, definitely leave it at the bottom.
We will just ignore you like we always do.
I don't ignore people when they put this stuff.
I'm talking about if they don't like some shit. They don't like some shit, you better keep moving.
No, I thought you do the professional thing. Like, thank you for your opinion.
That's what I mean, but I ain't gonna change shit. You can not like what you don't like. I don't care. I mean, you know, and we appreciate your opinion, but I'm gonna wear my big ass earrings and I'm gonna shout out Helen, what's up, bitch?
They want Helen to leave.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, let's go ahead and get into it. So, Barbarian is the film. It dropped earlier in the month of September. Mm-hmm. And the director for this film, you have Zach Cregger. I think this might be his first directorial debut. He's known for his writing, acting, and also his producing. And he also wrote this film as well. He wrote a film called The Whitest Kids You Know. Have you ever heard of that?
I can't say I heard of that.
He's straight to the point, I guess. Yeah. Also, the log line for this film. A young woman rents an Airbnb to find out she's sharing space with an unexpected roommate while strange occurrences happen in the basement. Ooh. I knew you were going to do that because I just heard you say that in my head. I also was thinking, do you want to do a log line?
think I could do that.
Okay.
It's
All
gonna
right.
be kind of long though, but I gotta get
Then,
everything out.
then it won't be a long line. It'll be a summary.
It's gonna be a long log line.
No, that's not how it works. We'll do it one day. All right. So the characters for this film, you have Tess, played by Georgina Campbell. You might have seen her in Black Mirror, the episode where it was the black girl and the white dude. They went out on a date, and I think it's not like a swiping thing. I guess it was like a swiping thing, and I think I can't remember. I haven't seen it in years, but I think you can pick the destination where you want to have your date or something like that.
Okay.
That sound familiar?
I don't remember.
I vaguely remember that
I
episode.
vaguely remember.
And then,
that.
oh, you do. And then also you have Keith, played by Bill Skarsgård. You might have seen him in It. You know, he always has that creepy face. And then you have AJ, played by Justin Long. That sounds like a porno star, isn't it?
Justin Long, yeah.
Justin Long.
Just Long.
Pause. I ain't caught that with you. So yeah, you might have seen Justin Long in Jeepers Creepers. Remember Jeepers Creepers? He looks the same, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. So let's talk about the likes. What are your likes for this film, Nikki Lashay?
I like the storyline. I like the fact that it comes on like a love story, and then you get that twist at the end. I like the fact that you think.
Oh.
What you looking confused for? It came on like a love connection.
Okay.
You didn't think it came in like a love connection? They in there. They feel like they find out that they have a lot in common, and they're just giggling and laughing.
You got the strangest love of all, but go ahead.
It was like a love story in the beginning. Okay.
Yes, please mislead the people so when they go in, they don't know what the fuck.
They gonna think the same thing.
They gonna
like, as soon as it come on, they're gonna be like, I thought this was a damn horror story.
They're gonna be like, I thought you got that lightweight spoiled it for me, but you didn't. You led me astray. I'm so happy you did that.
It's like a love story in the beginning.
Okay.
Like a love connection. Not a love story, but a love connection.
Like Michael Myers meets Carrie.
No, like the damn diary or the love letter and shit. It was like a love story, a love connection. Let me finish. I like the fact that in the beginning you think you know who the villain is, but you don't. I like the comedy. It had a lot of good comedy parts in it. And I also like the fact, I like what happens to the asshole at the end.
That's like damn near spoilers.
No, I ain't say shit. I just said something happens to the asshole at the end. I didn't say what happens to the asshole at the end, but something happens to the asshole at the end.
Okay. All right. And that's all you likes?
I mean, I like this movie, so that was just a bit of it.
Okay.
Without spoiling anything.
Okay. Speaking of spoiled, nah. That would be, I'll use that for my rating. What I liked the intro. I like the
love story.
No, I like the beginning, the introduction to the story. Introduction, it was very suspenseful, not like a love story or anything. Also, I like the character Bill Skarsgård played, because you didn't know where he was coming from, because he was a little quirky.
He was weird as fuck. He looked like he owned some shit.
Right, exactly. And also, AJ was my favorite character.
Really?
Yeah, he was my favorite character, because he was more realistic. He made.
You like assholes.
Nah. Pause. No, I don't. No sense
Just long.
Terrible. Oh, yeah. So but I felt like he was the realest character out of all the characters. I mean, of course, Bill Skarsgård character Keith he was a real character, but I felt like AJ, his transition somewhat made sense to me. You know what I mean? Starting off, the information that we did get, we didn't know anything about him. It was an accusation. You know what I mean? Because that's how most accusations are, and you don't really know.
But then when you get to know him, you know them accusations was true. I ain't spoil shit. I ain't tell you nothing.
I gotta cut that part out.
I ain't spoil nothing.
He did. I'm taking that part out. That was part of the ride. I'm taking that part out.
He did that shit.
Taking that part
Whatever they say, he did that shit.
You know, and then so, but to me, his transition from not knowing anything about him, like he responded to the situation. It seemed like something that a normal person who you would think didn't do something would respond. And then all of a sudden, as the story goes along, you get to learn more about his character if he did or didn't do the situation. And so also,
well, what you mean to say is his character flaws were just in your face, like you didn't have to guess it.
No, not at first. Not at first.
Okay.
At first, you didn't really know.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then, because it seemed like he was just, agitated, which he had every right to be agitated about people's items being inside. So it.
Oh, you talking about that part? I thought you were talking about his accusation part of it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was like part of his personality,
okay.
But it was a good reason why his personality was that way, because anybody would be pissed off about that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And nobody's really answering, the phone, or not answering the phones, but really answering what's really going on and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, but then as you bring it along, you don't know until certain things kind of go down, And then also too, bottle scene made me gag. That part, I really did. Like that, it was a bottle scene, and I was just like, ugh.
You're supposed to talk about your life. You should talk about your life.
Yeah, I just like. I mean, I never.
Like that the bottle scene made you gag.
I mean, I never seen a movie. I never been in a movie theater where I started gagging. I never, thinking about it now, it's starting to make my stomach boil. The only time I really felt my stomach felt bad was 2 Girls, 1 Cup. You ever seen that?
You showed me that.
I did.
Yes, you showed me that years ago.
It was like
I've been traumatized ever since.
Like 2006, 2007. No, 2008, 2009.
That was like 2008.
2000.
I've been traumatized ever since.
Oh shit! I didn't know I showed you.
Yes, you showed me that. You showed me that.
Oh man, well yeah, that's the gag. I wasn't that bad, but I never felt gag watching something. I never felt like I needed to gag before, and watching that scene, all right, I'm gonna have to move on.
Yes.
So also a horror Airbnb, you know what I mean? That's that's a cool concept. I mean, just the fact that you're staying in someone's house, you don't know if
you know what's going on. They have cameras or what they have going
exactly.
on.
I was just
they got roaches or rats. You don't know nothing.
I stayed in an Airbnb and they had like ant problems.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean? And, but other than that, I mean, but you don't know if it's a secret hiding spot where people there watching you and all kind of stuff. So now, Nikki Lashay, what are your dislikes?
I dislike Tess. I felt like she was too nice. She was too caring. That was unrealistic. Just because you're a female don't mean that your ass gonna be that nice and you that damn naive and that damn caring.
Y'all niggas is mean.
I didn't really like Keith much because you didn't really know Keith. He was what was his purpose? Why the hell he was there?
I think misdirect or direct. To I would say
to confuse us, to make us think something.
Yeah, to add anonymousness to it. Is that a real word? Anonymousness. If that's not a real word.
But then most of my dislikes are more like questions like,
okay,
why was it the only house on the block that was livable? Why was that? What happened to the rest of the people? Like, who the fuck gave them food? Who the fuck did somebody go to the grocery store? How they get all that damn canned goods? Where the fuck did the milk come from? But where did the milk come from? Did Tess drink the milk for the 2 weeks that she was there?
Oh God, stop it.
like that was some good ass milk because she was strong as fuck. She should have been like He-Man or she been drinking that milk for 2 weeks. She was strong and healthy.
Yeah. That's just like right here.
And then look, my last one is like, that was supposedly a lot of women got killed. Why ain't nobody looking for them? With no stories, with nothing. Nobody looking for the dead women. And it go back years, right? Don't nobody care about the women who got killed. No, don't nobody give a fuck.
Well,
that's how they do in Detroit.
I guess people just come up missing, B.
They come up missing, like that's
people
what it is.
People come up missing every day, B.
Look, tough loss. She gone. So those, I would say my likes are more like questions.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Let's tackle the last one. Like the one. Well, we didn't really do any news type of stuff, so we couldn't really find out.
But I
from
mean,
that.
at some point in time, the person should have had gotten in contact with that person. You know, it got to be if somebody did some type of investigation. What's the last person you seen? Who's seen her last?
I mean, they probably did do an investigation. Remember, it didn't happen in that house though.
But it happened.
I mean, it happened in the house, but
Right.
they weren't in that vicinity when it happened.
I'm sure that could have been the case. Well, actually, no, it was there because that's what the video camera was for, and that's what the room was for.
No. The situation happened in that house,
Yeah.
but they weren't abducted.
Right, but what I'm saying is their last point of contact, somebody should have connected the dots. It was a lot of tapes in there, so meaning that it was a lot of women. So he was just that good that nobody even connected the dots and nobody even looking for this motherfucker. That's what I'm saying.
But nobody knows who to look for.
If this was the last person that they saw you with, or you were on camera with, for somewhere they're gonna connect the dots.
Nobody got the camera. Like, remember, the only people that found out about the camera were the
But I'm
residents.
just saying, it said, one of them said the red lady from the gas station. So the gas station didn't have surveillance cameras, so we could see the last person who saw them.
The red lady.
Remember one of the videotapes that he had in the room, it said redhead from the gas station,
Right.
which means that he abducted her from the gas station. So there's no videotapes to show that she got abducted by him from the gas station.
It probably shows video of
But I'm
her
saying-
getting abducted. But
Yeah.
remember, he follows you back
Right.
to your
So
spot.
I'm saying is somebody should have been somebody, if they're doing detective work, somehow somebody should have had a lead, or somebody should have known something. It's been years. He was that good that he was able to abduct women for years, and then nobody knows who he is.
But, well, oh no, we got to think that wasn't in. Oh, you went to use the phone. That wasn't current. That was in the past.
Right, but yeah.
There are no videotapes in the past. I mean, cameras like that in the past. There's like what, the 60s, 70s, or something like that. They didn't have surveillance.
They had surveillance cameras at
that old gas station.
the old gas station. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
What? Yes.
In the 70s, I mean, I'm pretty sure they had surveillance.
It wasn't.
It was out, but I
it
don't
wasn't.
think
I
those
want to
gas
say
stations had it.
60s because he had a VCR camera. So if you have a VCR tape, it wasn't in the 60s.
No, he had it. Oh, okay. Up like he started. It was in the past.
It
And
was
then
in
he
the past.
brought
I
up
want to say it was between probably the 80s.
yeah.
So in the 80s, there was video surveillance at the camera. I mean, at the gas station. I just feel like he wasn't. I can't
but
imagine.
He was never on it though.
How you know? We never even seen the video cameras.
No, you were.
Well,
you,
no.
You
We
were
actually.
you were out of the theater when this
But
happened.
no.
They showed him watching the person leave out of the store.
No, but when the guy was stuck in I guess AJ was in the bedroom and he put the video cameras in there, somehow he knew that was him. How did he know that was him in the camera if he wasn't in the video? Remember, AJ's like, "Oh my God, you're sick."
No, because he saw the camera. He saw the camera.
Okay.
And in that room.
Okay.
And then the dude's just sitting there with a whole bunch of the tapes sitting around.
But that doesn't mean that it was him. Somehow he knew that was him in the video.
He just put two and two together.
No, he sexually assaulted those women. That's how they got pregnant. That's how they
let's
had.
not get too deep.
Okay, what I'm just saying is he was in the video.
Gotta do a lot of editing.
Okay, he was in the video. He did have intercourse with the women, so it was in the
Right.
video. He was in the camera.
Right, but that was his camera. It wasn't the store's camera.
No, but I'm saying that was a lot of tapes, which a lot of tapes means that there was a lot of women. So you're telling me the police had no idea at all that this was a suspect. He was a suspect. That's what I'm saying.
How would they know he was a suspect?
Doing police work.
Did you see how the police acted in that movie? Did we watch the same movie?
But those were just officers. Those weren't detectives. Those are
We gonna move.
no police officer. When you get hired, you're a police officer. After you do a great job, then you are rewarded and you're promoted to be a detective. Those are two different departments.
Well, like probably nobody got rewarded.
So that was one of my dislikes. Is I feel like it was too many women for him to have sexually assaulted and killed for nobody to be looking and nobody to be on his trail.
You gotta understand too, a lot of those people or those women weren't actually abducted, they were raised. We're gonna leave it there. You get what I'm saying from that?
I get what you're saying, but again, it said women from the gas station.
All right, like Amanda something, and Amanda Biles, whatever, not Amanda Biles, the woman that was trapped inside that man's house, and she had to have sex with the her abductor, and they had a baby together. Remember,
Right.
the black dude
Right.
was like, I forgot, they made a song off of him.
Right. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, because look how long she was abducted.
Okay, but they were looking for her still though.
I mean, they probably were looking for the
Okay.
other one, but they just didn't have any,
Right.
because they would have never found her if old boy didn't see,
Right,
the woman
but,
trying to break out the door.
But again, I'm saying there was a lot of women, and I felt like at some point in time, the police, he should have been a suspect. Somebody should have been looking. Somebody should have been on his trail. It's just all these years, he's that good at all of these years, nobody figured it out. Nobody thought that maybe it could have been, maybe they should be looking in that direction.
Think about the serial killers. There are a lot of serial killers that haven't gotten caught.
But then
yet.
eventually they do get caught.
Not all of
But
them.
then even if they don't get caught, they're on the suspect list.
You got to think. You got the serial killers that get caught, the ones that want to play games with the police, that send notes and shit. The ones that don't send notes, they don't get caught normally.
Well, Ted Bundy didn't send no notes, so he got caught.
Well, that's one of them.
It's quite a few, actually.
That's one of them. I forgot. It was
Jeffrey
one killer.
Dahmer didn't send any notes.
But Jeffrey Dahmer was eating motherfuckers. And one of
Okay,
them
but
got
he didn't
away.
send any notes.
But the police sent the victim right back to Jeffrey Dahmer. You know what I'm saying? Look how simple that was.
But-
That
but-
was
but
that was in
again-
your face.
but again,
shout out to the sisters that tried to save that dude and the police stopped him.
But again, he was on a suspect list prior to. So, but this man seemed like he'd been living in that hole for a long time, in that basement hole. All the damn, I don't know where he got the canned goods from. Because he must have been leaving out. Somebody leaving out the house. Because where did all the food come from? He had a whole bunch of canned goods. He had beer. That shit ain't been there since the 80s.
I would agree with you. There are a lot of inconsistencies
Right.
with that story. Like, to try to keep that story straight,
Right.
for him to be doing that for so long.
Yeah.
I agree with the inconsistencies of the story. I do agree with that. Any more dislikes?
That's it.
Okay. My dislike. I agree with you. I disagree how Tess was written. I mean, I get it. She looked like she was mixed, and so they tried to split up her
What the hell that got to
person.
do with anything?
I'm about to explain it to you. So they,
I don't know if I like the way this goes.
nah, they try to give her a black side and a white side. So if she's mixed, I don't know if she's mixed. But if she's mixed,
You don't even know if she's mixed.
I don't.
But she had a black and a white side.
If she's mixed, this story makes so much sense, because the black side would be like, nope, I ain't going in
I
there.
ain't going in there.
Her white side would be like, let me investigate. Her black side would be like, nah, I'm about to head on out. Her white side would be like, I'm about to go back in and save folk. So and it's like, no, the movie would have been over. I get it, if she would have just,
Right.
did what she needed to do, have safety. But the movie kept going when she had to, she revealed that she probably was raised by white people to go back into danger. We see that in horror movies a lot. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was certain situations where she could have been more safe, like you said earlier. She could have been.
She could have dominated the story. There
Chances.
are multiple chances that she could have got the upper hand.
Right. So, and I agree with you on that. And so that's why I say that. It was a joke, but I was just like, because I was just thinking, like, every time she would make a decision, I was like, that's a black side. Then she would make another decision, I'd be like, that's a white side. So, that part was fun. You all do that. Like if you can have you all some alcohol, you know what I'm saying? And then like if it's one side, you drink one alcohol, then if it's the other side, you drink the other. I don't know how
I
you
have everybody with headaches and hangovers. Headaches, don't do it. Don't do that.
like that's a
No
white
bad
side.
shit, no.
Yeah, no, that's what you do.
Look,
If
that sounds like your white side with that game. That came
Yo.
from your white side.
yo. So if she does something that sounds white, you have to drink white alcohol. If she does something that sounds black, then you have to drink dark alcohol.
I don't support
And then
that
just mix
message.
it. You gotta mix it.
Don't
You gotta
support
mix
that
it.
message.
Nah, I'm just messing with y'all. Also, Keith was like whispering. I didn't understand it was a rule that they had about a character. I would say the antagonist of the film, and it was all about noise making. But it was a scene where the person didn't make that much noise, and shit still went left. And I couldn't understand that because they already set the, later on they set the rule what it was, but yet they kind of changed it up just a little bit. Also, it was some stupid characters, as we kind of discussed before. Confusing storylines, as Nikki Lashay mentioned. Like, it was a storyline like who checked out the house in the basement. Like, you had to go in, like you said, somebody had to go in and put food in there and stuff like that, clean up, you know what I mean? So, like, and do adjustments. Even before that, like, didn't they have to, like, survey the house?
Yeah, they had to survey the house.
But you know what? It wasn't like it was hidden. We can say this, going by the trailer, they did show like it was a rope you did have to pull to go to the other part of the house, and maybe they missed it. You know what I mean? I mean, I wouldn't think to pull that rope. I'm not gonna front to you. The only time you'll think to pull that rope is if you did get locked in that door. Okay. And then if you got locked in that door and that door is closed, how were other people able to get out?
Yeah, how was it? And did they get out? Like, where are they?
No, not my bad. I mean by other people that we weren't introduced to yet. Okay. Remember, they were, right. So it was like, well, if the door was locked, how were they able to, do what they were supposed to do? Also, the police, like the police, the dispatch, the Airbnb customer service, they were all assholes. Yeah. Like, it was just like, I know a lot of cool.
I never wanted to visit Detroit after that shit.
I met a lot of cool people from Detroit, and nobody like has like a real asshole-ish ass tendency. Do you know people from Detroit?
Yeah, I know a few people from Detroit.
And they don't have asshole tendencies. I don't get why they made sure every person from Detroit are assholes.
Yeah, they did.
Now, New Yorkers. Now, I'm just joking. Shout out to my family. No, I'm just fucking around. No, I was born
Those are the assholes.
Shout out to my family, New York.
Look, we interviewing people. You from New York? Well, thank you. Have a great day. You don't even need to talk about shit.
Nah. Maybe people walk around in the street, but I'm just fucking around. Nobody is that asshole-ish. The resolution was a letdown to me. Some of the movie was just frustrating on the decision making. Like, I hate like when I watch horror movies, and I know you got the trope where the person needs to do certain things for horror movie purposes, like the woman must fall. You know what I'm saying? Like the person needs to like search around the house without a weapon. You have like those type tropes, but this one, it was just like when I get frustrated, I hope the person that's doing dumb shit dies. Like, I like, die, please, hurry up and die, please. And I start rooting for the killer. Ever since I've gotten older, I've started doing that in my older age. I think that was a dislike, but that's all of my dislikes. Your comparisons, Nikki Lashay.
I would compare it to Resident Evil.
Okay.
People Under the Stairs.
Wow, that's a good one. Okay. All right.
And The Rental. What?
I think you bit off mine. I told her earlier. I said I had my paper out and I saw her writing, and doggone, I hid my paper. I said, don't bite off my joint. And she started giggling because you bit off my joint.
You didn't bite off nothing.
You didn't even see The Rental.
You said Resident Evil.
Huh?
You said what you said?
You said The Rental.
It's like The Rental. It's an Airbnb. What the fuck?
Did we do a podcast on The Rental?
We watched The Rental. I don't know if we did the podcast on it, but
I think we did.
It. Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
A damn Airbnb.
I know I did. Check out my other podcast. Go to Critical Blue Reviews podcast to hear our. I think Nikki Lashay is on The Rental. I'm not sure.
Go ahead and plug that in real quick.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, stop biting me, Nikki. And so is that all? Anything else you would like to bite?
Those are my comparisons. Thank you, sir.
Okay. I'll let you slide with the Airbnb because I think The Rental was like it was like the first Airbnb horror movie I've seen.
Me too.
I can't think of any other Airbnb horror movies.
What about Bodies? Was that an Airbnb?
I didn't see that.
Oh, you didn't see that?
You saw it?
I did.
Huh. Was it good? Anyway. So my comparison, I would like to compare this movie to The Rental.
Stop biting off me. Damn. Why you just can't be original?
Don't Breathe. You ever seen Don't Breathe? With the blind man?
Yeah.
And he was trying to impregnate. Remember, he would capture the women and impregnate them?
house and he was shooting folks when they were trying to come in and steal money and shit.
Yeah, and that's how they found out that it was
okay.
a spoiler to people who didn't see Don't Breathe. But yeah, remember that had a lot of stuff. It compared to this movie,
Okay.
you know what I mean? And Wreck. You ever seen Wreck?
I don't think so.
It's about remember the chick from Dexter? I can't think of the actress name right now.
The one who plays the sister?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she was like a news reporter, and they get trapped in this apartment. No, she's a news reporter, and I think she's just starting off. No, actually, it starts off where she's a reporter, but she's like basically doing a story on the fire department, and then they get a call about somebody being ill, and so the paramedics and the fire department enter this apartment building, and then come to find out the person in the apartment building is infected, and kind of like
Okay, I think
28 days later type.
I think I might have saw that.
And they shut everybody into it. You know what I'm saying?
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, that ending kind of reminded me of this a lot as well. And Nikki Lashay, what's your rating?
My rating is 8 milky titties. Now what? I stole that too.
I didn't say that.
8 milky titties.
All right, 8 milky titties. Damn, you really like this movie? You like this movie better than Orphan?
I did. I like it because it had really, it had gory movies. I kind of like gory movies, but it wasn't overwhelming with the gore scenes. And I like the twist.
Okay. Wow, fucking 8 milky titties.
8 milky titties.
8 of them motherfuckers.
8 titties. 8.
All right. Well, you know what? I can't hold you on your opinion. I was a little bit let down on this one. I was so excited to see where this was going to go. I'm gonna have to give this 6. No, I'm gonna have to give this 5.5 sour milk in bottles.
Them bottles wasn't sour.
It was just sour.
It was sour. You see how strong Tess was? She was healthy and strong. Her eyeballs and everything was white. She was running fast. She was making sound decisions. They always said if you was breastfed, you was always stronger. You were always stronger and healthy. You lived longer if you got breastfed.
That's what Dr. Sebi said. He said he was breastfed until he was 8 or something like that, 7 or 8. I forgot what. And rest in peace, Dr. Sebi. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll have to give that 5.5. I was a little let down.
I mean, I couldn't have been let down because, like I said, I've never.
You didn't know what they expected.
Didn't know it. I really looked at the trailer, and like I said, is it really a horror story? It was more like a love story. I was kind of disappointed in the beginning, but then when I got to the end, I was like,
I love the beginning.
The Precious! What the fuck? Like, The Precious! Okay. They got me.
So why should people, since you love this, you gave this 8 milky titties, why should people see this movie, Nikki Lashay?
I think if you like horror films, this is a lot different from the traditional horror film. You think you know, but you don't. The gore scenes, like I said, they were like really good scare scenes, and it gives you a little bit of a love story in the beginning. And I say a love story at the end too. There's a love story at the end. Yeah. So it was really twisted. If you have a twisted
family,
mind,
like more family
like
love.
it. Yeah, it was a love story. Sacrifice for your kids, right?
Yeah. they won't catch that unless you see it. I would say the reason why you would watch it, I felt like it was very suspenseful.
Yeah.
It did give you an eerie, claustrophobic feeling. You didn't know where this movie was going at all. And
it had good comedy too, right?
It's on AJ?
Yeah.
AJ, yeah, I feel like AJ was good comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Tess, I mean, the actress did good. You know, I just felt like the character was written weird.
Yeah, they made her like the shy hero, because she was
shy.
Well, let's see.
She was very outspoken.
Not really shy, but underdog hero.
Underdog hero.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you didn't expect her to be the hero, but she was the hero.
Yeah, the white side kicked in. But nah, that's what's up, folks. Did I say why you should watch it? I can't remember.
You did not.
I did not. Why you should watch this film? I feel like you should watch this film because it is suspenseful at the beginning. I did say something, but I said because you didn't. Well, all right. It's intriguing. I can't remember exactly what I said. It's intriguing. You didn't know where the story was going. I know I said that part. And then I don't know. That might be it. I don't know why else you would want to. If you the danger, like not knowing not first. You're not even knowing who the main character is at one point because like I'm not going to spoil anything, but you don't know who the main character is. So therefore, there's a sense of danger toward the main character. If you don't,
a booby trap, you don't know where to go.
Right.
So here you can't go there.
Right. So it is danger for the character. There's a lot of mood, emotional changes. I feel that can happen in this film. It's cringy at times. Everything that a horror movie should have. You know what I mean? Like, or can have. I won't say should have, but can have. So yeah, I definitely, if Nikki really liked this movie, I'm like, hey,
milk and titties.
Hey, I definitely suggest y'all check it out. I trust her word. I give her that. She's good with certain movies. She turned me on to Shit with the Girls, the series.
Oh, Yellow Jackets?
Yellow Jackets. Yeah, she turned me on to Yellow Jackets. So she has great taste in film. So definitely, check it out. Just because Nikki say so.
That's right.
Me, I just wasn't feeling it. But there are quite a few people that did enjoy this film. I did find out, and there was other people that felt like me, and I make sure I checked and liked what they had to say on Facebook. But yes, so Nikki Lashay. Also, I wanted to apologize to you for putting down the wrong Instagram.
I felt like you did it on purpose.
Why would you think I did that?
You didn't try to take my followers and shit.
I made a mistake. I thought because we made a mistake before, and I forgot which was she said the wrong.
Now you want to blame it on me? Just take responsibility. Take responsibility. Damn.
So
I'm acting like AJ. Justin Long.
So Nikki Lashay, tell the people where they can get in contact with the correct. So everybody who saw Tanika LB1, that is the incorrect one. That used to be, I think you sold, didn't you sell that you sold that she got so many followers, she sold her IG follower. That's crazy. So
my Instagram is Nikki LB the number 1.
There we go. And mine is Kritical Blue Reviews on Instagram, Twitter, Kritical Blue on Facebook.
Oh, Helen said it's Helen.
What was that pause for? All right, folks. So that will be it. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave comments down below. Tell us how you really feel about the show. And Nikki Lashay, you have a great trip. A safe trip.
Thank you.
That's what's up. All right, folks. Y'all have a good one.
Peace.
One.